Hi, I'm Patricia Conger. My twin brother, Jesse Conger, has been missing for 7.5 weeks, and today we started a volunteer search and rescue. And we don't know anything about what we're doing, so we had to do a lot of research, talk to a lot of experts. I'm also not from Scottsdale, so I don't know the area, and so we had to talk to a lot of locals and try and figure out what we're going to do. A lot of people wanted to do a search. The theory is that since his license plate has not popped on any of the LPRs or the license plate scanners, that he is within 30 miles of his girlfriend's apartment in Scottsdale. So we decided to do this search, and we're going to kind of go over what we came up with, and hopefully if you need to search for someone, you can do it as well. We're not searching for Jesse specifically, we're looking for his car. Once we find his car, the state agencies, the county search and rescue, they can all take over, but at this point he's just a person who ran away. I, as his sister, knows that he's in great distress and we need to find him, but the police don't know that. So it's up to us, it's up to the family to know what your family member is feeling, and if they're just taking a break or if they are in distress and you need to find them. So this is what we came up with. We went to Map World in Phoenix, spoke to the lovely owner who really took care of us, gave us some maps, and then we spoke to some search and rescue people to kind of give us an idea of how you plan out a search and rescue. The biggest question in my mind was, how do we know how much ground we can cover? So the first thing that our expert told us was, he said, what are your assets? So we had ATVs, we had Jeepers, and we had cars and trucks. But then one day, just a few days ago, we had a whole lot of horses and mules riders call up and join up. So suddenly we had an asset that we didn't even know about. So he said, okay, this is what you should do. First, we're gonna start with going 30 miles from Natasha's, Jesse's girlfriend's house, and her house is actually off here a little bit, and this is all city. So we wrote, city closed. If Jesse was in the city, the license plate reader would have picked it up. So we went through and we marked all the areas that he could be, and then we also went through and we marked all the areas where he can't be. It's impossible to be here. This boundary right here is called a wilderness boundary. No cars are allowed to cross this boundary. They would get cited. So the rangers, everyone, they'd be on you like white on rice. So this is not an option for Jesse to be in. There's also up here, we've got this mark here because there was a major forest fire here, and so this road is closed, and it was closed before Jesse went missing. So no one has been able to use this road to go up here towards this lake since before Jesse was missing, so we know that this is not an option. He would have had to go all the way down and around and come back from the back side to be at that lake, which, given his state of mind and the days leading up to his disappearance, we don't think he was planning this out good enough to go that far. So then we divided everything up into segments, and so we have segment 1 right here is this section plus this, and this is for our Jeeps. And so there's a lot of four-wheel drive roads, and you might think that you can't get a Camry very far on them, but you'd be surprised. So they're going out to check. He might have tried, he might have run out of gas a lot faster than a Jeep, but he still might have gone out there. So all of our Jeeps are in this section, and so we appointed a segment leader of the Jeeps, and he is taking everyone with a Jeep out to this area, and he's designating how they're going to search the area. We also have ATVs and UTVs, which is all-terrain vehicles and all-terrain vehicles. and this is up here, you can see really high. Then this is our horses section, and then down here is our cars and trucks. So this goes all the way down these maps and into that itty bitty corner down there of that map, because this is all paved roads and it can go a lot faster, so it's a lot bigger section. So they'll be able to get through this section in today, whereas the ATVs, UTVs, they can fly around here, this section, but there's so many trails, so many switchbacks, it's gonna take them a long time, just as long, but it's a smaller section. The next thing that we did is we took all of our segments and we made file folders, and of course we have our flyer of what we're looking for. We have all of our important information, the instructions, we have all of our segment leaders, and then we have in each segment a segment communicator. And what the segment communicator is, they get to a rally point that has cell service, and that segment communicator stays there. And we're here at the senior center. People are going to be coming in throughout the day because they work during the morning and they can't start the search until later. So they're going to be coming in, and we need to be able to send them to the rally point for whatever segment they're in. And so they're going to go to that rally point, meet up with that communicator, and then the communicator is going to tell them, okay, here, this is your assignment, this is what we're doing. The segment leader is someone who's somewhat of an expert in, like, say, the Jeeps or the ATVs, and they're going to make the search possible. And then behind that, we have the maps. So we have these exact maps. So this is the Jeeps section right here. This square section right here is the Jeeps, and that's what we have. Then our next segment, section 2, right here, this little triangle, it's highlighted so that when they are out there, they're not depending on, hopefully, cell service to remember, and they're going to be able to come back and work on this. So they're supposed to go through, they all have pencils or pens, they need to mark off that they've been on a trail, and then they're going to come back and report. We're going to have a debriefing today at 4 o'clock. The other thing that we did is we made a form with name and address and emergency contact information, and then we also asked them for their vehicle information. If anyone gets lost out there, we need to be able to find them. We don't want to lose anyone out there any more than Jesse's lost out there. So it was really important to do that. We had the form online. A lot of people filled it out online and just sent it in. And then we had hard copies here where people filled them out when they came in. And so that's what we did. I think it's pretty organized, and I think we're going to cover a lot of ground today. And I really think that if he's in here, we're going to find him. So I really appreciate everyone volunteering. I've said over and over, not only is this a gut-wrenching, horrible experience, having my brother gone like this, which is life-changing, but having the amount of people step up and just volunteer and give so much of their time and their energy and their resources into finding him is also life-changing, because I just didn't know the capacity of our human compassion, and I appreciate everyone so much. Thank you.